I wanted to come on here and tell you a, I'm gonna tell you a I'm gonna be exposing a lot of things, and it's been very hard on me to um I guess expose people and I guess find the right words to say. So I have been really dealing with um the loss of um a lot of things, really. Um so I have been through so much. My mum has she died um August the 29th, 2018. She was 43 years old, and basically she was suffering from epilepsy, and she has been having this for 30 years. Um, wait, yeah, she's been having it for 30 years. Sorry, I can't remember when she had it, but she's been having it for a very long time, put it that way. Sorry. And basically I was really heartbroken. I was not eating, I wasn't sleeping, and all I could think about is my mum, because she was the one that like taught me how to sing. She actually taught me how to act. But I wanted to come on here because I wanted to expose to you the real um killers and murderers. Blame social services, Hackney local authority social services, Hillman Street. They're the real killers, and sanctuary that I'm living at. The housing organisation is under Sanctuary Housing in East London, in Hackney. So that was where this all started from, and it's not just Hackney, Hillman Street and Sanctuary. They're not just the two to blame. So I went to St John and St James Primary School from 2010 to 2015. I 2016, sorry. I went, and they were the ones that was spreading false lies about me, my dad, my mum. They said that I told my dad that he abused me for when I was a kid, when that was not even true. So what happened was, from 2010 to 2016, there was just lies made about us, like individually. And even when like they lied about me personally, they would, sorry, I'm just watching TV at the background. They would constantly say how I'm delusional. I'm delusional. I'm crazy. I'm schizophrenia. I'm not delusional. I'm not crazy, and I do not have schizophrenia. they will say how I'm um uh delusional, and they're the delusional ones because I'm not delusional. They would paint me as like back then and now. They'll say, "Oh, her behavior is causing and disrupting the class, and how she's delusional." But really, I would love to see their behavior. I would really love to see their behavior, because how can you say to a kid that their behavior is toxic and bad to the point where I had no friends because of it? Like, all the friends I had, where are they now? They weren't there to defend me when I was in care, but they would all be laughing at me, painting me to be some bad person when really I was in distress. And that point where I had that breakdown 3 years ago, I just, I needed someone. Not them, but I needed my dad and my mum, and my mum wasn't around when she didn't see that the breakdown that I had. It wasn't really a breakdown. I say breakdown because it was it was like a cry for help, but from the system to leave me alone. That was what the cry for help was. I wasn't allowed any access of my money. I wasn't allowed any access of going out. I wasn't even allowed to go out. I literally had to go out when they wanted me to, which was like their allotted uh their allotted, what's it called, their allotted time. And that was really why I'm speaking out now, is because I've been through so much. And the whole problem is was about when like my mum had died. And I never wanted to like really say this, but the abuse I had after this was so toxic to the point where Train Valerie swooped in. That was my foster carers, um, who took me in from 2018 to 2021. And it was so bad to the point where they were like, "Oh, you shouldn't be crying over your dead mum." Bitch, who the hell are you talking to? Because I know you're not talking about me. I know you're not fucking talking um um about me. So then I went to social services that day, and they were like, "Oh well, we haven't been told any of this." Of course you haven't, because you are covering up for the same person that groped my ass. Yeah, she oh Lord. Basically, oh my God, I can't believe I'm saying this on live camera. Basically, this was in 2019, and so Julie, which was Valerie's mum at the time. Sorry, I'm clicking. I don't know if I can click my neck like that. Come on. I don't want to break my neck on here. But so Valerie's mum, Julie, she was cooking like jollof rice, roast beef, roast potato, parsnips, just for, the family. And basically, Trey was, he I don't know if he still does it now, but he works for TfL, Transport for London. He's been doing that for like over a decade, I think. That was what Valerie told me. Ugh, there was something in my ear. Let me not show you that crap. Anyway, so he was working for Transport for London around about, it was way before I came on the scene. And Piers Morgan, well, Hey. It was round about before I came on the scene. And so uh before then. And so basically Trey was at work that day, if I remember, and it was me, Akeem, Valerie, I think one of Valerie's kids, Julie, and Emmanuel, Valerie's dad, which would be Julie's husband. Now, I was sitting down in the room because they have like they didn't have a pantry, I don't think, but um they have like there's rooms upstairs where they live because they lived in like outside of like London. So they lived in Hertfordshire, basically. So it was very quiet and like spaced out area. So they so I was sitting down watching probably some crap TV show. I've got bags under my eyes. Damn, I've got to go to bed. So bags under my oh, fuck. I even said bags under my eyes, bitch, and it wasn't even about that. It was not about that. So what it was about was basically um so I was sitting down watching something. Maybe it was like something on the television on YouTube. And Akeem was just like making fun of me, like as he always does, like just joking around. But I'm not actually sensitive. I'm only sensitive when it's like about my family or something else. I would get really sensitive and really offended. Um, so I went to get up to have something to eat because Julie was offering me snacks. Like, despite whatever happened, I think she was the only one that was like treating me to food back then. So it was kind of good that time, I guess. And basically um that time I was getting like treated with snacks and foods and all the goodies. Um and Akeem got jealous. And then when I had that, dinner was already ready as well at the same time. So I was like, okay, this will be a double feast for me. And so what happened was that Julie was like joking about something. I was in the kitchen, and as soon as I was in the kitchen, Valerie comes up behind and smacks my ass from way behind. Like, this was out of the ordinary. Listen, she smacks my fucking ass from behind. Julie and Bosse, yes, Bosse. Yeah, I'd forgotten that face. The name Bosse. They were all laughing at me, saying, "Oh, oh, CMR, why are you so like upset for? Why are you so tense? Shake your booty, shake your booty." And so that was about the time I was really at my lowest. And the way and like and the way she smacked my ass was like so disgusting. It was so bad. I felt uncomfortable being around her, literally. I felt so uncomfortable being around her to the point where I just didn't talk to her for like a week. And she was like, "Oh, Cece, why are you so upset? Oh, darling, baby." Like, she was literally sexual towards me. It was so disgusting. And I was a kid as well. Like, I was literally a kid. Um, and then you have to understand when you're a kid, that shit leaves you. Like, I'm so glad she didn't do like it was just that she did, because it was like she fancied me. Now I'm straight as fuck. I'm really straight to the point where I could, give a man everything. Um, and so once they were all making fun of me, they were literally laughing like, "Oh, why are you being tense for? You have to release that like booty, like that booty or whatever. I don't know, bitch." So then, like Valerie was laughing. She she like was like making it seem like I was just acting out, and she tells her husband Trey that, "Oh, Cece's not talking to me. You need to like sort her out." And so he literally kicks my door in, or their door, not my door in. He was like, why are you not talking to my wife? I said, so wait, let me put the torch on. Yeah, I know. I said, huh? So what now? He was like, you haven't been talking to my wife. Why? And I was like, bitch, don't start this shit. And I really wanted to tell him what Valerie did, but I knew that he wouldn't believe me. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna tell the school. I'm definitely gonna tell the school what she did. And Valerie was like threatening me. She was threatening me, saying that if you tell the school about the joke that we did, because she said that I wanted it to happen when I didn't. So she was exploiting me anyway. She would kick me out because every time I would like go to the school or go to someone or go to social service or go to my dad or my mum before she died, they would literally, their favorite line was, "If you tell anyone, we're gonna kick you the fuck out. We're gonna kick you out. We're gonna kick you out. We're gonna kick you out." It was like a rapping song from like, you know. And so I didn't say anything because I really wanted to, but if I left their house and I started somewhere else, I wasn't going to see my dad again because their aim was to basically move me to a different like every time I moved, it was out of London. But this time it was going to be probably in Liverpool and I'll never see my dad again. So I literally had to hold the faith and be like, you know what, I'm just going to pretend that like like obviously I'm not going to pretend nothing happened because it did, but for my sake and my dad's sake, I'm just going to like pretend to be happy. Obviously I wasn't happy, but she made me pretend to be happy. Actually, I'd have wanted to pretend to be happy, she did. And so that point, moving forward, you have the social services coming into our house, basically saying, "Oh, how is everything? How is everything, Xiomara?" Mind you, I was like 13 at the time, and Valerie would literally tell me what to say, what to do, what to wear, what to dress, what to eat. I lost so much weight to the point where the doctors back in 2021 said that if you didn't sort your shit out, you would end up dead. And I had to choose, do I want to live in this bundle, or do I want to get out of there before it's too late, before I end up just like my mum, 6 feet under? So I had to decide really fast because I mean I wasn't dying or anything. I just lost a lot of weight. I lost 60, no, that would be a lie. 50 pounds of weight I lost. That was from the stress, the grief of my mum, the abuse, um, that was that all collided to it. And so when they had forced me to eat like greens and salads, like I couldn't have anything that I wanted to eat. It was what they wanted, not what I wanted. And so I lost weight because their evil son Akeem forced me not to eat, and he threatened me. He said that if I ever told anyone, he would kill me in my sleep, he would stab me. And I was so scared. I was like, looking back at it now, I was really frightened of my life, and I didn't know what else to do. And every time he would come into my room naked, talking to me naked, the fucking perverted scumbag of a fucking bitch. And it was just so toxic. It was so, to finally break free from this despair and this, trouble. That's why I wanted to do music, was to share my story and tell my truth. And if people listen, if people really listen to the music and the meaning, like, I'm promoting my new song called Free, which will probably come out like in September now, because I'm working with some people. Can't say the minute, but I'm working on some with a few people. And the song in general is about someone who has been let down by the system and by social services and the foster care, like Train Valerie, and who've been exploited by Train Valerie, by their stupid feral of a son, and the school that's been involved in this from a very long time, since I was a baby. And so that's what the song is about. So I will be sharing that to you on YouTube, Spotify, whatever platform I can get it on. And you will see that I'm not joking. I wouldn't even, I actually thought about coming on here, but I was like, I want to expose them. Like, now is the time. And before, I exposed them on Instagram, but it wasn't gaining as much. Now, listen, I'm not here to like gain anything. I really am. I'm not. I'm just here to tell my side of the story, tell my truth, sorry, and just to connect with you guys, because you guys need to know the truth as well. People that have subscribed to me from last month, thank you so much. You guys need to know that what I've been through is above and beyond, and without you guys' support, I wouldn't really be here. So I'm gonna leave it as that, because I need to have something to eat. I'm gonna watch EastEnders. Max Branning's back, so um stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.